All right, next conversation. This is actually going to be very much a conversation, okay? But I think this concept really helped me understand that I was lacking some skills, and those skills were causing me not to be profitable, okay? Or at least making it very hard to be profitable, all right? So here you go. I want to talk about the difference between an analyst versus a trader, okay? There are great technical analysts out there. There's a lot of like discords that are filled with them, right? They're able to put out all of this like technical analysis and like mark their charts, and like everything looks so good. They're just really good at finding fair value gaps, liquidity pools. They're good at reading PTO charts, and like CVD, and like all this stuff, and like indicators, and they're like technical masters, okay? And not all, but you take some of those people, you put them in front of an actual chart, and you say trade. Okay, they fail. All right. I'm not saying all of them. All right. I know some people who are very, very, very good technical analysts, and they're good traders as well. All right. I'm just saying, like, what I don't want is for one of us, me, you, to step in front of a chart and to not have exercised one of those two skills that are both needed to be successful. Okay. And like I said, one of them is technical analysis. All right. That technical analysis is so needed. You need to get out the books. You need to go through the videos. Okay. If you get to something in one of my videos and you're like, dang, what does that mean? Ask us in the Discord for one. Two, look it up and find some videos on it. Three, maybe even practice it a little bit, right? Like if you're trying to trade like a unicorn setup or fair value gaps, or if you're looking for like how to trade a 730 open, right? All that kind of stuff. Watch the video more than once. Take physical notes. Okay, review it with a friend. Definitely review it in our Discord and talk about it a little bit. Digest it. Maybe go paper trade it just to kind of like get an idea and let it sink in, because that technical analysis is so needed. Okay, all right. There's that soapbox. Soapbox number two, the second soapbox. All right. This one to me is almost more important. Okay, I would rather you be a mediocre technical analyst and be an awesome trader. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, a good analyst, and I'm an okay trader. All right. But I recognize where I could be a better trader. All right. So, what makes a good trader? Okay. A good trader is someone who can actually sit in front of the chart and execute the trades the right way. Someone who doesn't get eaten up by FOMO. Okay. Someone who can manage a trade without moving the stop loss to some random spot to get stopped out early. Okay. Because one, they had the technical analysis to figure out where to put that trailing stop loss, right? And they had the self control to not look at the P&L and L and go, that profit's mine, okay? Because until the trade's closed, ain't nothing yours. Okay, that's just the way I look at it. All right. Um, so analyst versus trader. Okay, I want everybody, and this is me looking in a mirror, to focus on being a better trader. Okay, a better trader, someone who can sit in front of the chart and not trade until their actual trade plan that they spent most likely months building, right? They're going to wait for that plan. They're not going to jump into a trade. Guys, I'd still jump into trades sometimes. I will not sit here and tell you, man, I am perfect, man. You want to be a trader like me. Actually, I want you to be better than me. Okay. And I've taught some people who have had some better streaks than me. Okay. So I think that's why I have such a passion for teaching this, is because I know what it's like to be a struggling trader, even though you're a master analyst. Okay. So I want you to focus on the mental game of trading. Okay. I don't mean to steal Homeboy's uh, title from his book, Jared Tendler, but the mental game of trading. Okay. We need to learn to be poker sharks at the casino, and we need to learn to be shrewd and to be like, I just got dealt a doo doo hand. I'm out. I fold. Why you fold? Why don't you play this hand through? Because it's garbage, right? Maybe I'm looking at a setup. I'm like, it's like a C minus setup, but maybe. What if the market drops? Dude, if it pumps from here, I'd be in early and I'll like have this 1 to 10 R&R. Let me give it a shot. Man, I'm telling you, don't do stuff like that. Let it go. Who cares? Okay? Seriously, start looking at it that way, because the likelihood and the probability of you closing that trade at a 10R is ridiculous. It's so, the odds are so against you. You might as well just go chill at the casino and like sit down with real poker sharks and play against them. All right. Because when we step up to the market, that's what we're doing. We're stepping into the arena and we're sitting at the table with the best traders, technical analysts, and people with actual money, smart money. We're stepping into their world at their table and we're going to play with them. You need to have the mental game right. Okay. And like I said, I am talking in a mirror right now. Okay. But I know the difference because I have had my streaks of just being mentally sharp and being mentally like head in the game. And I have felt those profits, and I even felt to the point of being like kind of getting like over cocky and being like, dude, I got this, bro. This trade won't lose because I'm taking it. Now, I didn't quite say that to myself, but when you break down why I entered the trade and I talk about the feelings I had, it was because I was on a win streak and a hot streak, and you know I could just Steph Curry it from half court, no problem. Okay. In all reality, I should have followed my technical analysis skills, been a better trader, and stepped all the way up to that 3 point line, worked the players on the court so I can have the opportunity to take a nice, clear, open shot. Okay. There is no time clock here. Okay. I'm not trying to make a winning shot that's going to end the series and like, win everything right there and I'm going to be a hero. Okay. Trading's not like that. There's always tomorrow. Okay. I don't think the markets will ever be closed because smart money makes way too much money doing it. And that's where we want to get, right? Where we're making money. All right. So, analyst versus trader. I think this is important. Okay. I want you guys to focus on your trader, maybe even a little bit more than being an analyst. Okay. I'm definitely going to teach everything I can about ICT. There's even some concepts that I don't even use that I spent months learning. Okay. And I'm going to teach those. And I'll be like, hey, I don't really use this, but let me tell you, this is how I've seen it work. This is how I know Homeboy uses it, right? Because I mean, I am connected to other traders that do very well, and they share, they're open, and I've had, as you guys know, I've had private mentors, that and these people are like legit successful, like, 10 years successful, and some 40 actually. I think it's 50. I think it was 30, 40 years in the pits and trading as an actual trader. And then he's like on 10 to 20 years of managing his personal account, right? Because he's retired. So anyway, he asked not to be named, but let me tell you, top notch, man. If I could just matrix and transfer, it'd be great. But so this video is really just to emphasize the importance on being a better trader. Okay, having self-control, being able to follow your plan. Okay, not doing FOMO. Right? Don't fall for the FOMO. Right? Seriously, picture yourself as Steph Curry taking that 3 point shot. Do you want to take it from half court? Or do you want to play the court a little bit and get into a more strategic position when you're sitting at the 3 point line, right? Where you've taken 50,000 3 pointers and you have a close rate of this. I'm sure Steph Curry's close rate from half court is pretty good, right? Compared to others. But let's compare that to his 3 point close rate, right? How much he makes his 3 pointers. Okay. So think about that. Do you want to shoot from half court, or do you want to step up to where you're like good, right? So analyst versus trader. I'm gonna try not to go on like too long of a soapbox here, but I really want this video to sink in. I'll probably do some other teachings on this and stuff. So remember, technical analyst is very important. Okay, you need to know your entry models. You need to know your trading as a business plan. You need to know all this stuff. You need to know what a fair value gap is. You need to know what certain theories are, market maker theory, and pools of liquidity, like all this kind of stuff. It so helps. It's so needed. But what I don't want you to do is to get lost in that, to where you're like, man, I keep losing. If I could just learn more about technical analysis, that will fix this. That's not, most of the time, that's not true. Okay. There's so much education out there. That's one of the reasons why we built this Discord and this mentorship, was to push people into being a better trader, which could be focus on just being a better person, right? Being more diligent, having more self control, and working through your emotions. I shared another video. I don't know when I made it, a couple weeks ago. I had like a personal issue that happened, and it was like this looming dark entity like on my back, and I just didn't notice. And I was in trading the market and I was winning. That's the weird part. I was winning, and I was getting like so full of emotion and so anxious. It was like, emotions were up here, my hands were starting. I was like, what in the world? I'm in a winning streak. But because of that, I stepped away. I said, if I take a losing trade right now, I don't know how fast or how far I'm going to slide. But I did not want to give back my profits for the day. So I took the self control. I took that opportunity to be like, I've been in here 10 minutes. I've made 2 trades, both killer trades. And I'm this anxious and upset. What is going on? I stepped away and I thought about it more, and I'm like, life isn't always easy. And I was going through something hard. So I'm like, man, that's what it is. Let me be done. And I was done for the day and I walked away. Okay. And then I had a couple more good days, which were awesome. And then I had a day where I was cocky and I jumped in the market and was like, you know what? I'm going to Steph Curry this from half court. Took that shot and bricked it really a couple times, till I realized I need to step back to the 3-point line and stop throwing these half court, full court shots, right? Because I think I'm all that. Okay. That's just honest. Like, I really don't think I'm all that. I'm just saying, like, how that can sneak in to where you're feeling overconfident. So you start to trade outside of your trade plan because you're trying to snatch more profit because look how good you are, right? That's just the truth of how I was feeling inside, not that I was acting that out. But yeah, Jared Tendler's book, Mental Game of Trading. There are a couple of other books. We have our Discord. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull that up really fast and make this a good, add this to your list of things that you need to do, right? So Market Wizards is one of them. Trading in the zone. Okay, caveat about trading in the zone. Okay, trading in the zone is for people who know how to trade. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. Trading in the zone is for people who know how to trade. If you don't know how to trade, trading in the zone is going to be very hard for you because it's going to tell you to be confident in areas that you're not confident yet. Okay. Number one book, Jared Tendler, The Mental Game of Trading, in my opinion. All right. I even have the Bible on here, right? It's something I believe in, something I read and follow. Okay. It's something that helps me be a better person. All right. Let's see. We're trading in the zone. We've got The Best Loser Wins. Okay. Another great book. All right. Market Wizards. Dude, reading these Market Wizard book is pretty amazing. You're reading about these like legendary traders who made, like stupid money, like live in a yacht off Australia, like kind of stuff. Okay. So very interesting. And what they say a lot is it's all in the risk to reward, and it's all in the self-control and controlling yourself and the emotions. And dude, it's like it's they don't focus on technical analysis. They focus on being a better trader. Okay. All right, Atomic Habits, right? It's not even about trading. Great book. Okay, you want to build good trading habits? There you go. Strengthen your self trading. If you don't follow your trade plan very well, Atomic Habits. Okay. Extreme Ownership, written by a Navy SEAL. Loving that book. I'm not that far through it yet, but I love it. I loved it so much I added it to the list. I'm not even done with it yet. All right. Same with Market Wizards. That's another one I'm not actually done. And then Emotional Intelligence was recommended. It's just how you can, like how important emotional intelligence is versus your IQ. Okay. So really smart people cannot have emotional intelligence, and they're super smart, and they're sitting at the charts, and their technical analysis is like insane. It like blows me away, but yet I outtrade them. How is that possible? Okay, and that's just an example. Okay, and I say that because I'm a mediocre trader. I just say that, but I have found ways to be profitable. And man, look at this market. Look at that 15-second candles, man. Let's just buy in long right now. Stop below that fair value gap that was just created. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. That'd be terrible. All right, that would not be following my trade plan. We could be in my trade plan. I don't know it. We could. Not really. It's like almost 1 o'clock. Nah. All right. So we have some others on here as well, Bulletproof Trader and things like that. But like I said, I'm going to end with this. Jared Tendler's The Mental Game of Trading, I think, is going to be kind of the top notch, especially for newbie traders, who are really struggling, or who are newer and they're struggling. Okay, that book was definitely a changer there. So, yeah, I will end with that. I will end with technical analysis is important, okay, but I give it a 40% out of the 100% of what you're going to need. The other 60% is going to be being a good trader, okay, which includes the self-control, following your plan, and actually being able to sit in front of a market, allow moves like this to happen, and not trade them, and then execute appropriately that is in line with your plan. Okay, I know that was a lot, and we're gonna have different different things in the Discord that are gonna help that and teach that, and that way we can instill these things, hold each other accountable. Okay, and things like that, and we can instill these things in ourselves to help us be stronger. So awesome. See you guys in the next one.